Hello everyone, dear friends. In this video, we continue trading using the RSI indicator strategy. I'll try to explain to you in as much detail as possible how to trade with this strategy because it's simply my favorite strategy. It shows the best performance among all other strategies. So make sure to watch this video until the end. It's going to be very interesting. I'll do my best to explain to you in as much detail as possible how to trade using this strategy. And also, before we start this video, I want to mention that I have my own team. Together with my team, we hold 2 trading sessions every weekday and 1 trading session per day on weekends. We're also currently running a challenge where my team and I are trying to grow $500 to $225,000. In other words, that's the price of a Porsche 911. And through a vote in my Telegram channel, my team decided that this would be the new goal for our challenge. If you want to take part, it's absolutely free. All you need to do is follow the link in the comments to my Telegram channel, send me a direct message like, "Hi, I want to join your team," and I'll add you completely free of charge. This means you get access to both the training materials and the VIP channel where our challenge is taking place. The link to my Telegram channel will be in the comments under this video. There will also be a link to Binodex in the comments under this video, which is the platform we use for trading. And let's get started. All we need to trade using this strategy is a single indicator. That indicator is the RSI. It needs to be configured right away. Here, instead of 14, you need to set it to 20 and click the save button. That's it. Now we need to look for one specific moment. That is, when the price touches either the overbought or oversold zone, for example, like it is right now. So the price is near the overbought zone, which means you can open a trade to go down. Although right now we have some sideways trading going on here, so of course it might be risky to open a trade. From the upper boundary, I would open a trade. Yes, from this level, it's a good moment to open our trade. So, while our trade is running, let me explain the essence of the strategy once again. We have a purple band, a red band, and a green band. The purple band represents the price. Essentially, this is the current market price of our currency pair. The red band signifies the overbought zone, while the green band represents the oversold zone. When the market price touches that overbought zone, the price will go down. So whenever we see the purple band touching the red band, we should open a trade for the downward movement. If the purple band, meaning the price of our currency pair, touches the green band, then we open a trade to go up because that's the oversold zone, and from this zone the price goes up. I hope I explained everything as thoroughly as possible. Now let me show you how this works in practice. By the way, our current trade is about to close in profit. So we earned a total of $185 with a net profit of $85. Well, looking at the overall picture, it seems like we could definitely open another trade right here. Let us open just one more. Of course, it is pretty risky to open a new trade at this specific point in time because the price has already moved a bit further away from our designated overbought zone. But since I already have plenty of experience trading with this particular strategy, and this certainly isn't my last bit of money, I can afford to take a bit of a risk and open a trade even when the price isn't exactly touching the overbought zone right now. If you're trading with this strategy for the first time, always wait until the price touches one of the zones, either the overbought zone or the oversold zone. That's it. Alright, let's get back to our trade. There are just 15 seconds left until our trade finally closes, and so far everything is going quite well. Okay, let's wait another 5 seconds. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Our trade closes in profit again. Once again, we earned $185 net profit. Excellent. Now let's switch to another currency pair because the price has already moved quite far from our overbought zone. So we switch to another currency pair and look for another opportunity to open our trade. Alright, I've identified the next perfect opportunity to open our trade. I think we should wait for this current candle to close, and then we can open a 1 minute $100 trade for a decrease. And even if you look at the candles now, each one is getting smaller and smaller. So at the last moment, something decided to go up. Alright, we wait 3 seconds and open a trade for a decrease. So we open a trade for a decrease. We see that the price is right at the overbought level, so we can confidently open the trade. Even if, according to this strategy, there are moments when a trade closes at a loss, you can calmly make up for it. That is, if the price continues to rise instead of going down, you can calmly make up for it by opening 2 trades for a decrease. Because remember, dear friends, not a single strategy will give you 100% profit. Since such strategies simply do not exist in the market, we can see that buyers are still clearly maintaining their control over the price. Let's now take a look at the historical price movement patterns and mark our most recent resistance level, which is the point from which the price is most likely to show a reaction. So we see that our trade closed at a loss. There is absolutely nothing to worry about at all. Let's now wait until the price touches this specific resistance area and open 2 trades for a decrease for 1 minute. So we need to wait just a little bit longer. So, my dear friends, I actually decided not to wait for the price to reach our resistance level because it is clear from the current price action that the buyers have already started to take control of the market. Therefore, we are opening 2 trades for a decrease. I hesitated a little bit at first, but I honestly think everything will be fine with these specific trades. Here is another very important tip for you, my dear friends, which I just missed during my trading session. You really need to pay close attention to critical market levels, such as the key resistance levels or the major support levels. That is, when the price has been going up for a long time and there's some kind of impulsive movement and you see that the price is touching the overbought zone, look for where there are support or resistance levels so you can open a trade from those levels. At that moment, I didn't pay attention to these levels, which is why the trade closed at a loss. When you are trading, always pay attention to such support or resistance levels. So, let's get back to our trade. We have just 3 to 1 second left until the closing bell, and 2 of our trades have now almost closed successfully in profit. Yes, we earned a net profit of exactly $96 from each individual trade. So let's find just one more great opportunity to open our final trade for today's session, and then we can wrap up this video. I found the next opportunity very quickly. We can see that the price is touching the oversold zone, so let's open a trade for a decrease right after this candle closes. Alright, let's wait 20 seconds and then open a trade for a decrease. Okay, 1 second left. We open a trade for a decrease and wait. What I like about the RSI indicator is that it always shows exactly when a reversal is starting. For example, let's look at the history. Here the price approached a little, a reversal downward started, then here it approached again and another reversal downward began. The same applies to the oversold level. The price touched it and went up, the price approached it and went up again. Right here at this point is the only moment when the price broke through the oversold level, and after it broke through it started to climb back up again, so the indicator shows the movement as accurately as possible. It's just that occasionally there are moments, such as right now and also during our last trade, when the market movement goes slightly above our initial entry point, but I think it's nothing serious. We are still quite a long way from reaching that resistance level, so I am 100% sure that the price will not go any further up toward that point right now. That is why we are going to immediately open a trade, or rather, we will open 2 trades for a decrease in order to cover our loss and make a little bit of profit. So let's wait for our trades to close. Let's switch to the 15-second time frame and take a closer look at what's happening with this trade. Alright, let me zoom in. Let's see. Looking closely at the chart, we can clearly see that the price reached its maximum and has now started to reverse downward. So I honestly think we won't have any major problems here, since the price has already touched the overbought level in this area and a clear reversal has begun. Alright then, let's just wait about 19 seconds until our trades finally close. Now, let's switch back to the 1 minute time frame and take a look at the current situation. There are 9 seconds left until our trade closes. Of course, it's already less than that, and I think everything will be fine with this trade. So 2 of the trades we executed closed with a solid profit. Of course, the payout percentage rate on this specific currency pair is lower, but we still managed to earn almost $300 during this trading session. I think that's an excellent result. On that note, dear friends, we'll wrap up this video. Please feel free to leave a comment down below if you want me to make a much more detailed video about how to trade futures, because I have already made a video about trading futures, but in that one I just explained the very basic foundational information. If you really want me to record a brand new video on how to trade futures, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. That is all for now. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, write comments, and the link to my Telegram channel will also be in the comments under these videos, as well as the link to Binodex. That's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and bye bye.